the 2023 VFL Grand Final. It's Gold Coast and Werribee.
History beckons. Nick Scott with the bounce. A huge job for Kobe Annand up against Ned Moyle on the ruck this afternoon. Moyle gets the knee in straight away. Brew just slightly overrun it. Maluel looking for an early clean touch. Werribee try to assemble a forward line. The Suns looking to close the holes. Clark, it was perfect. Into the pocket, and Grintel, who's come into the lineup late with Connor Tharoff, 3 goals in the preliminary final going out. Davies missed the target of Hollands. That opened the door for Henderson to shove it to Sotomaco, who kicks deep. Jeffrey left to his own devices here. Read it best off the boot, compared with Lever, who gets a hand on him now and turns it over at a good spot. Rochi from Hayes to Brew, clever, low down. Sean Manor gets a good look from range here. He played in that 2017 Grand Final as a teammate of Marbior Chol. An epic match at Marvel Stadium when Port beat Sean Manor's Richmond Tigers. Can he get Werribee on the board here in the decider? It's a magnificent launch.
If he gets busy this afternoon, Werribee tough to beat.
Yeah, brilliant from Noah Lever there. He was the man that created the turnover. Sean Manor, big moment just to settle the nerves for Werribee. He made the VFL Team of the Year on the half-forward flank Monday night. Had a great year.
Congratulations on a magnificent career.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
Here comes Garoni for Werribee. Open goal square. Bounces it. Manor with the volley. He's got another one.
Smart from Garoni outside of the boot on the truck assist replay, and Manor has lit this grand final up with 2 goals in a minute to bring Werribee back into the contest and in front.
Through 26 minutes.
2-point game last year when these sides met. 2-point game this year when they met. Here's Oya. Handball smothered. Here's a chance. Grintel already kicked one. Delivers towards the square. Garoni at the back. Read it perfectly. Plays on and goals.
Suns defenders. That kick just travelled a little bit further than anticipated. Garoni out the back.
Away here, the Tigers. It's paddled to the advantage of Gribble. He can perhaps work the 1-2 here with Grintel. Drew Johnston over to Grintel, devoid of space, goes to grass. It's a virtual cross here. Backhander from Graham. Pressure on Sharp. Handballed it into the goal umpire in the end. The Tigers march at the length and breadth of the ground.
And finds Manor. He'll square it to the corridor. The run from behind came from Sotomaco. He'll push it even further to the city side. De Clace. They've opened up this side of the 50. Hayes is inside. De Clace sees him now at the last moment. Nice adjustment from Kai De Clace. Maluel ducks the head straight into Sharp and should be gone. Spills free. Picked up by Pinnock. Kicks towards the top of the square. De Clace. Manor for his 3rd. Got it!
Suns with the first 2, Tigers with 4-2 since, and in that stretch they've had 20 inside 50s to 10. Maluel sweeps from the back, receives from Hansen, provides to Lever. Hansen continues to run, pushes it into the pocket. Paya.
Oh, brilliant ball movement, and that is
all Werribee in the first 13 minutes. 8 inside 50s to 2. Scores level. Can the Tigers get back in front? Here's Manor. Misses near side.
He's playing the game of his life, and that is saying something. Just struggled to get the ball out of their defensive 50.
Moyle with a long down the line. The kick heads there. Porter's presenting. Maluel starting to muster an effort. Hunting up the ground, giving guys like this, McLaughlin, an opportunity. Half volley was clean from Lake. Hollands was beaten out of it by Llewell, who's got a runner riding shotgun. It's Hansen. He's got plenty of space in front of him. Spaces the kick for Garoni. Hands it off. The flying Henderson to a vacant goal. The Tigers are on fire!
Outstanding bit of play here from Llewell. Little paddle. The corridor opens up. We talk about how good Werribee are in the contest, but it's been their finesse that's been the feature of this quarter. Brilliant kick from Matt Hansen, lowers the eyes.
Manor 15 and 3 goals, Hansen 14. Elijah Hollands is the only son in double figures with 13 so far. Tigers muster it forward.
Gray back into the action. Clark sells the dummy beautifully on Lake. Delivers inside 50. And Sean Manor can go back and have a look at his 4th goal in the first half.
2 snaps, and that is his absolute best. It was good patient ball movement. Started on the far wing when De Clace got the ball.
Such an important kick for momentum. Gold Coast just hit the jets and blew past Werribee. Can the Tigers claw one back? Manna from 50. Gives it a ride. Gives it a big ride. Gets it home with an absolute beauty.
He's playing the absolute game of his life. 4 goals.
Henderson, who's going to need to get moving with Lombard behind. Garoni heads to it. Couldn't finish it off. And Grintel is denied by the siren.
Kicked it too.
He kicked the goal. It won't.
Yeah, it certainly have. They need greater contribution from some of their star midfielders, the Gold Coast Suns, because Werribee won't go away.
Hansen. Lever.
Singles to Garoni and Henderson, but they need Payer and others to get involved in a hurry. Eckersley pumps it forward again. Coughlin to the front, a relieving mark in front of Day. It's been an engaging duel.
Jeffrey to half forward. Burgess comes out. Strong hands. Blakely. Pinnock. And Brownie, that's the question. It's 23 points right now. Brings it back into the corridor. Dangerous kick. Werribee a chance to get on the end of this. Closey's going to look up and have not much to go to, so that was a good option. Laterally coming through. Henderson. Smart kick, Garoni. He's got a runner. Can Payer get involved? He chips over the top. Wrong option. And again, Gold Coast able to get numbers back. It's Hollins.
To Clace with the contest, though, on Graham. Spins free. The creative kind of Clace to try and light the fuse for the Tigers. He does!
And Andon Moyle again. It's been a great battle. Into the middle, Lake. He's wrapped up by Brew. And you can sense in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Werribee have lifted their work rate. Their hunt on the football's been better.
Out the back if he can get a handball receive.
Comes back to Pinnock. In the end, it's still a launch. Payer with plenty to beat. Gribble out the front. Steady she goes for Grintel. The Tigers with back-to-back strikes.
Final quarter of the grand final, thanks to Thirsty Camel Bottle Shops. Manuel gets the first kick of the term. Lever. Handballs it forward.
Side.
Waste no time. Coughlin thumps it long to a set play. If Manuel can get on the end of this, he can't. Coming the other way. Graham, fantastic contest in the middle of the ground. Ball now in dispute.
Elijah Hollins matching his output from the preliminary final. Manna, who's kicked 4, shins forward, receives back from Hayes for his 5th of the grand final. Leaves Constable in his wake. He's got it!
Who was it going to be? Of course it was going to be Manna. He's been there all afternoon on the Thirsty Camel replay, just hacked it forward. What about the acceleration?
And that is the epitome of what Michael Barlow spoke about at three-quarter time. That was dirty to clean.
Bouncing ball. Manna to Clace. Henderson, well done, Oya. Back to Manna, delivers it inside 50. Need a contest to get it to ground. Grintel snaps and goals! Psychology, this is fascinating, Brownie. We've spoken about Werribee. They've got the belief to storm back. If you're Gold Coast now, what do their leaders need to do and say?
Get their hands on the footy, try and get some composed possession.
So Werribee now have to manufacture the excitement again. Porter in the ruck, down to Hansen. Towards half forward into the sun. Grintel attacked it. Taken by Hayes over the top. It's a race. It's Brock versus Payer. Who gets the bounce? Payer does. Turns. Handball inside. Sotomarco, the veteran, bounces it and misses.
It could be the difference between the cup heading to Coolangatta or not. Anand with the clearance. Jeffrey back there. Fumbly. Lever. Payer needs a moment. Has a moment. Tom Gribble off 21 JJ Liston trophy votes on Monday night. Flies it deep. Garoni, the spillage, Manuel, the half volley, and the composure to find Gray. Kicked 1-2 in the qualifying final. Lost his spot in the prelim. Returned to the lineup for the decider. And kicks the goal. And the Tigers believe.
Intercepted. Advantage. Gray streams through. Can he find someone inside 50? Fist from behind. It spills to the front. Roch will be first back onto it. Tries to spin through Constable. Here's Hayes.
The Tigers are on tired legs as the belief finally has gone. Brew to Gribble. To Gray. Perhaps one last one for Michael Barlow's side as Lever heads for Sotomarco. Brock after him.
Been enormous. Holland's been brilliant. Down the line. Only as far as Pinnock. Had a huge job to do. Goes inside 50 to Manor, who's kicked 5. Sean Manor. What a game he's played from 48 metres out. Gets cramp as he kicks it. Oh, and still manages to slot his 6th goal. 4 clearances, 7 contested touches, 4 inside 50s, 6 goals too.
It's been a magnificent performance. He's worked himself into the ground. He's done it all. He's got up nice and high. He's laid tackles. He's kicked goals.